to the GRAPPA Show.
My man.
What's up?
Second show. Let's do this.
So what do we got going on today?
Oh my God. We got to talk about OJ.
OJ is getting out.
You fucking believe that shit? Remember 95? You probably really did because you're old, but you remember 95?
I remember. I remember.
He killed them damn people.
Yeah, well,
He fucking killed them.
That's what they say.
Perfect crime.
Got away with it.
Got away with murder.
Depends on who you talk to. Some people would say that he was innocent.
Yeah, some people are idiots.
A lot of people back in 95, and I remember this. I was watching a documentary on this the other day, actually. So back in 95, it was a very divided. Half the population felt that he was innocent, and the other half felt that, you know, he did it. He was guilty. So you fast forward to today, and the majority of the people today, no matter where you're from, they believe that he was guilty.
Gotta have done it. He had to have done it.
Do you know the facts
of the case?
Yes.
No. Well, kind of. I know that the glove doesn't fit. You must have quit. They're stabbed to death. So in a condo outside her condo,
right?
Nicole's condo,
right.
Her and
oh, that was Ronald Goldman.
Yeah.
So apparently there was a pattern of domestic violence between OJ and Nicole Simpson.
Yep. I did hear that.
Yeah, there was actually. I was watching again. I was watching a documentary not too long ago, and they were showing some of the 911 footage that when Nicole called the police, and basically saying, you know who this is. This is OJ. He's at it again. He's doing it again. So they say that this was a regular occurring thing. But. Unfortunately, the juice is loose.
The juice is loose.
The juice is loose.
He got paroled.
So tell me about that. What's going on?
He could get out in October. Unanimous decision to parole him.
Okay.
You should have seen the inside of the courtroom packed. Media cameras, everything. It was like 95 again.
I did not see this.
It was unreal. This guy is still relevant. So this is how fucked up our justice system is.
Yeah.
So he's such a good guy. He's the juice.
Right. The juice.
He got 33 years for kidnapping and robbery with a firearm.
And mind you, he was stealing his own stuff back, his memorabilia.
Right.
This was his stuff. So rather than
Wait a minute.
Well, that's what he says. That's what he claims.
Any athlete who says their memorabilia is their stuff, that is very loose, because half these guys are paid to come out there and sign jerseys and helmets and shit like that, and they sign 1,000 of them. Right.
Well, again, his defense was this was his stuff. It was his memorabilia. And that he got a couple of his friends, and they went back to go get it themselves.
And they took that shit.
They took it. Now, what he should have done, obviously, if it in fact belonged to him, called the police, got them involved. But he chose to grab a gun and do his own thing, and he ended up going to prison. So what are you saying? He got sentenced to 33 years?
33. He's getting out after 9.
That's right. That's 9. So he'll get out in October on parole.
Earliest he can get out is October.
It's amazing that they let him out.
33 years.
That's not even 50% of your time. God, what is that?
I need to commit a crime in fucking Nevada.
Man, I don't know. I mean, you would think that you would.
It's unreal.
In Florida, you got to do 80, 85%. Well, we don't have parole in Florida. Apparently, they have parole in Nevada.
Yeah, we got rid of parole. How old is OJ?
OJ is 70 years old. He
70.
Was born July 9th, 1947. Just had a birthday. Happy birthday, OJ. OJ, what a birthday present.
We'll send you a honey bun, dog. Hook you up. Put a little money on them books.
Look at that.
Speaking of money on the books, guess how much he's worth right now?
Right now.
Well,
we have the civil lawsuit, so he's supposed to give some of his.
Oh yeah, he owes $33 million. But guess how much he's actually worth?
How much is he worth?
$3 million.
$3 million?
$3 million.
That's not a lot.
What?
It's a lot for me. I'm worth about $1.50.
Let me ask you a question. Name another inmate other than a white collar crime guy coming out of prison.
No, I get it.
Worth more than, I don't know, $150.
But you gotta understand, he was an all-star football player.
He lost everything though. His house went into foreclosure after 95. Right. Wasn't working.
So when I say that's it, I mean, I'm thinking, and what he should have, what the guy should have. He's done several movies, several commercials, endorsements.
But that was back in 95. Guys weren't making, when he played, they weren't making
Yeah.
The $100 million contracts you hear about now.
Well, that's true. Yeah, that's
so he
true.
probably, his contracts were, it'd be interesting to see what his contracts were worth while he was in the NFL, but I guarantee they weren't very much. Or at least in today's standards. Now, you take it back for inflation and what he probably was paid. And I mean, he did those Hertz commercials. You remember those?
He did. I remember when I was a kid and he would fly through the airport. He would fly. Like, I don't know how, but that was one of the first commercials. It's stupid. It's a stupid little fun fact. But he would actually, in the commercial, he was up there propped up and he was flying like Superman on one of his Hertz commercials. Okay. I thought that was pretty neat.
OJ, man. So he apparently, because of his NFL salary.
Right.
And what he got, he opted not to take, so smart financial decision, especially if you're going to be in prison.
Okay.
He opted not to take his pension until 62, which bumped it from what would have been like, I don't know, $4,000 a month to now he's making over $10,000 a month from the NFL.
$10,000 a month. Now, can the Goldman family take it?
They cannot touch pensions and investments and primary residence.
Wow.
Can't touch them.
That's crazy.
Untouchable money.
So why is he moving to Florida? I understand he's coming down to Florida.
He is. So he's oh God.
You gotta watch out. I'll chop your fucking head off.
OJ, I know you want a steak, bro, but I'm gonna need to keep that knife.
Damn. You gotta watch it.
His kids are here. His kids are in Tampa.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
There's a big investigation going on now to see where the money his kids used to purchase a bunch of real estate properties.
Now here's the question. I don't really know much about it. How do the kids feel? You killed mom.
Crazy story.
Yeah.
My wife went to college with his son.
No. So obviously afterwards.
Yeah.
What school was this?
FSU, Florida State.
Wow, and you didn't go to college?
No.
I got an idiot.
I got a 2-year from community college.
That's
big
right. All right, there you go. So they go to college.
Street educated is what I call it.
That's right. So your wife went to college with his son.
Yeah, they kind of hung out with some mutual friends. So she hung out with him a couple times.
Did he ever talk about it?
No.
Never
talked about his dad. Never. But apparently they're still tight.
Tight.
With the kids and whatnot, because he's coming here.
Yeah.
They're talking about him going to South Beach, which would be an absolutely fucking terrible decision. This guy's on parole.
He's 70. He's 70.
We talked about this in the last one with the magic blue pill and the Cialises and everything else. It really doesn't matter.
$4 million. What is he worth? $3 million?
$3 million bucks.
$3 million. How much is his pension?
Over $100,000 a year.
$100,000 a year, $3 million, and some blue pills. He's going to do all right in South Beach.
If he could get $1 million liquid, buy him a condo on the beach, he could be probably sitting just freaking fine.
Damn.
Who did he play for in the NFL?
So he started off with the Buffalo Bills. He started off in 1969. He played for the Buffalo Bills from 69 to 77. And then in 78, he went to the San Francisco 49ers. And he did that for about a year. He had a phenomenal career. I mean, he had 5 Pro Bowls, 5 first-team All-Pros, NFL Most Valuable Player in 73, all kinds of awards in 73, Offensive Player of the Year, the Burt Bell Award in 73, the AP Athlete of the Year. 73 was his year. 1995 was not.
No, 1995 was the best year of his life.
I guess so.
He got away with a double homicide.
Oh, my God.
Can you imagine?
That's horrible.
It's fucking terrible.
That's
man.
horrible.
It's a joke.
Can you imagine that's your family? And hey, listen, and that's the thing. We know, the saying is the one with the most money wins. Yep. You get a good defense team. You get top-notch attorneys and
Cochran.
And you walk out. That's right.
Kardashian.
That's right.
He wasn't even a defense attorney. Crazy.
Got off.
Now, he played college football where USC.
He played college football at USC. Yes, he went to high school in San Francisco,
That's
California.
Probably why he wanted to get back to the West Coast from Buffalo because Buffalo's cold as shit.
It is cold. He was drafted in the NFL in 1969. Round 1, pick 1.
So the only thing I can think of is OJ on Tinder in Miami. So you think people are going to be, I don't know, shy to kind of get involved with a guy like that?
Like swipe to the left, keep on swiping.
You talk about not allowed to have any guy friends. You know what I did to the last bitch who had guy friends? Stabbed him.
Oh, OJ, the juice. The juice is loose.
Fucking murderer, man. How do you get... So this was a way... I feel like him getting convicted at 33 years was a way to make up for the wrong that was him getting off on the the 95 double homicide. And now here we are, and it's 9 years in. This family really has no justice.
No, they don't. They must be really upset. I mean, we sit back, we joke about it. You know, that's the nature of our show. We make comedy in light of situations, but at the end of the day, this is not good for the Goldman family at all.
The dad's still alive. I heard a brief interview with him. He said, you know, I'm in good health.
Right.
He owes me money, and we're going to collect on that money.
Well, in 1997, yes, a civil court did award $33.5 million judgment against Simpson to the family for wrongful death. Yeah. So,
all the ladies out there listening, don't swipe right. Do not swipe right.
OJ.
Do you think there's any chance, or is he just too poisoned? Do you think there's any chance he gets back into some sort of entertainment?
No. Nobody will touch him. No.
He can't, right?
First of all, he's 70. How much longer does he have?
He came out with that book. You remember that book he came out with?
No.
If I did it, I would have done it this way or some shit like that. I swear to God.
Why don't I remember this?
Oh my God, it was terrible.
I know he did a lot of films. He starting in '68, he had roles on Dragnet in 1968, a show called Medical Center. He was on Here's Lucy. In 1974, he was in a show called O.J. Simpson, Juice on the Loose. Oh my God!
You're bringing that back out here.
He was also in another movie called A Killing Affair and Killer Force.
Oh, Jesus.
So yeah, he did a lot of movies.
Foreshadowing there, huh?
Yeah, and of course, you know, we all know, and I loved the Naked Gun films. He was in The Naked Gun in '88. He did another sequel in 1991, The Naked Gun 2.5. A lot of different things, and then unfortunately, he kept on. He did one last final one, The Naked Gun 33.5, The Final Insult in 1994. So did a lot, and then of course
killed 2 people.
Then he went to jail. You know. So
That's unbelievable. So funny story. I talked to a guy once. This is no BS, people. Go look it up. I talked to a guy, and he told me, he said, you know, my brother is the one who killed Nicole and Ronald.
What?
Swear to God.
You talked to a guy who said his brother did it.
I sure did. Talked to a dude.
How drunk were you guys?
No, his brother was an infamous serial killer. They did a whole documentary on this thing.
You talked to a guy in real life, like real life, person to person, and he said his brother actually did the killings.
Yes. He actually did a documentary, but his brother was a serial killer, multi-state serial killer. Traveled all over the place and was actually a painter for Nicole Brown.
Wow.
Yes, his name was Clay Rogers.
Clay Rogers.
Yep.
Clay Rogers, ladies and gentlemen.
Glenn Rogers. So I talked to Clay.
Okay.
We met at a bar.
Okay.
And so we're sitting around drinking some beers.
Okay.
And he was in Gainesville. He actually was homeless.
He was homeless.
Yep. He liked to hang out with the homeless populace. And
Strike one.
Yeah, no shit.
Wait, so you were at a bar drinking with a homeless dude?
Yeah.
What kind of shit are you into, man?
Everything. What are you talking about?
Go ahead.
So I meet this guy, Clay Rogers, and we're sitting there shooting shit. I buy a round. He buys a round. 10 rounds later, I don't know how many it was. He starts telling me about how he was absolutely certain that his brother, Glenn Rogers, killed Nicole and Ron Goldman. Absolutely certain. In fact, he did a documentary with a group of people.
This guy.
Yep.
Really?
Yep. His brother was a death row inmate who told relatives and a criminal profiler he killed Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman, while O.J. Simpson waited nearby.
So is he insinuating that?
Yeah, O.J. put him up to it. Paid him in jewelry.
Really?
Yep. Paid him in jewelry.
Did he ever? I don't know anything about this guy. Did his name ever come up in the trial, the criminal trial?
You know, I don't know. I think it did afterward. And he's quoted here saying, "I'm absolutely certain that my brother Glenn killed Nicole Simpson and Ron Goldman."
Really?
Said Clay.
This homeless guy.
The film is called. The film is called "My Brother, the Serial Killer."
Okay.
It was on Investigation Discovery.
Wow. All right, so you got something legit here, I guess.
Fred Goldman, Ronald Goldman's father, immediately rejected the film's intention.
I can imagine.
So,
they're convinced.
I don't know.
They're convinced.
Either way.
Hey, did they ever put the glove on him? Just to see?
Glenn Rogers, the cross-country killer, or the Casanova killer. He was convicted of 2 murders and is a suspect in numerous others throughout the United States, including being mentioned and considered by investigators in Los Angeles County as a possible alternative suspect to O.J.
Yeah, I don't buy it.
The murders of Nicole and Ron.
So this serial killer happened to link up with O.J. Simpson, and O.J. Simpson said, "Hey, you're a serial killer, right? You kill people." And he says, "Yeah, I kill people." And then he says, "Well, here's some jewelry. Go kill my wife and her boyfriend."
Well, no, he was a painter.
Come on.
He was a painter.
Too many coincidences. I don't.
But anybody who lives here in Florida, please be on the lookout. The juice is on the loose.
The juice is loose. He got away with a double murder, but again, in 2007, he was arrested in Las Vegas. Armed robbery, kidnapping. 2008, they sentenced him to 33 years. Minimum of 9 without parole. So 9 years came up, got his parole. He served his time at Lovelock Correctional Center in Lovelock, Nevada. And
what a fucking joke.
Yeah.
You do all that shit and get 9 years.
9
and then
years.
They parole you unanimously. No problem. After all the shit, when they go to, this guy going to be a danger to society?
They can't use the Nicole Simpson case against them. They can't. Look, they can't do it. It's,
You cannot tell me you didn't think about it.
It doesn't matter. They have to be fair and impartial. Now, I know where you're coming from, and I agree with you. I don't think I could sit there and be fair and impartial.
I didn't think about it at all. Fuck that guy, though.
These guys are supposed to be fair and impartial, and
he still committed a armed, kidnapping and robbery.
Right.
It's not like he's not a innocent man.
Well, like you said, ladies and gentlemen, in the good state of Florida, be careful. In October, the juice is loose.
Ladies, swipe left. Please swipe left. You better hide your kids.
That's right.
Hide your wife. OJ's out here stabbing motherfuckers.
Well, that'll be it for the GRAPPA Show, episode 2. Stay tuned next time. We're going to talk about some other shit.
Stay tuned.
GRAPPA Show.